Hello,
all right,
everyone.
Welcome back once again, everybody, to our Loosey Goosey show about town. We normally don't edit our videos, but this one we had to. No, I'm just joking. We're once again on location. Well, Big Daddy Russ Horton, myself, Leah, Leah Lywood, and we're once again on location at the little room that rocks, the Appalachian Public Drink House, 68 Main Street North, here in the Moore Park Plaza. So come check it out. Lots of live music coming. They've got AC/DC tribute band coming tomorrow. Tone Dogs, all kinds of bands are playing here over the next little while. They've got a great lineup. They've got a comedy show coming. Next week, they're going to be closed on the Sunday Jam. It won't be open on the Sunday Jam, but that weekend they're special. Beer battered fish and chips for Easter.
Yeah, it's fish fry. Manny told us, get down here, and it's just a giant fish fry next
Exactly.
Easter, and on Friday, as a matter of fact.
Yep.
And Manny's got one of those nice new
Got the executive chef look to him.
We got to buy him a big hat.
Yes, we need the big one.
A big hat for him.
The biggest, he's tall, right?
Yes,
so
he
if we
is,
got him that, he'd have to go through every door, doing this, right?
And
So-
of course,
So like I said, we're always glad to bring it to you right here on location from the Appalachian, and like I said, just a ton of good music. A Wednesday jam they do every Wednesday to support Cash, so you might want to come check that out. It's an acoustic jam, so it's a little bit quieter than the Sunday jam, which can get really, really loud sometimes.
that's
but
okay.
It's rock and roll, man.
And it's great to see driving by some nights during the week that there's lots of cars in the parking lot, and
Yeah.
it's a Tuesday for the karaoke is really getting popular.
It
Every
is.
week it seems to get busier and busier. So slowly but surely we're here in Halton Hills, and I guess across Canada we're getting back to normal again, or as normal as
Reality,
normal can be.
reality, I say.
We're brought to you by Max Tires, of course, as always, 905-873-9255. The best deal on tires, and they also fix vehicles. They have mechanics, licensed mechanics, and they fix trucks, and it's always a busy spot. But you have
Yes,
to give them
very busy,
now.
busy.
You should really think about the next week or two.
Yeah, I think
getting
the snows can switch over
yeah,
now.
in a couple of weeks. Maybe I'd wait another week or two. But
Yeah,
definitely
but
give
even
them
if
a
we
call
get snow,
first.
it's not going to stick around long.
No, it
so-
never does this time of year. 905-873-9255. They're taking bookings now to get your snows off and your regular tires back on again.
Yeah.
And 61 Guelph Street, Georgetown. Hello to Fred's Towing, and hello to Easy Taxi. And as always, everyone's looking for workers right now.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Fred's Towing have some openings for some drivers.
Fred's
So does
Towing,
Easy Taxi.
Easy
And,
Taxi, no exception.
And because this is Halton Hills is a busy place, and lots of things going on here.
Certainly it is. Oh, this was the story I was going to bring up, and we all saw this, I'm pretty sure, come across Facebook. Mike Parsons from Hungry Hollow posted this week that they're going to be shutting down an iconic store. I was so proud to be part of the You Gotta Eat Here whole episode, and to bring our community stuff that we do into that whole thing was just an honor. It was great to be a part
He was
of
one
it.
of the first people that we worked with, you and I, separately. And
Mike has supported us
always.
separately and together for years.
And plus,
years.
he's a buddy.
And
He's
us
a
with
buddy.
the Hayden Free Bicycling.
Exactly.
Yes.
He always helped us.
Mike,
with
thank you
different
so
things.
much for everything you've
Mike,
done.
thank you so much. You've done so much for the community. You've done so much food in my belly. Even have a hamburger named after Big Daddy. Like, you know what I mean?
I don't know if that was named after
I
you
don't
or
know
not,
if it was.
you know.
I think he liked the name.
Yeah.
He'd heard it from you,
Yeah.
and he went, "Oh."
But I'm going to go with the fact that it was named after me. What the
I'm
hell?
sticking with
Thanks,
that story.
Mike.
I'm sticking with that one.
There you go.
But again, Hungry Hollow closing, I guess, the end
Sad.
of April. Sad to see him go. From what I understand, it's a shawarma restaurant going in there.
Yeah.
So we welcome some new business owners into town, obviously, and wish them all the best success as much as Mike has had.
Where am I going to get my cornbread now?
Yeah.
Did you ever taste Mike's cornbread? Oh,
I love the hush puppy.
stop it.
The burnt ends.
And
Oh
the
my
Appalachian
God.
fries are legendary too.
So
And
we want.
remember, cash, if you can, and by the 14th or 15th, is cash.
Yeah.
Paid cash.
Yeah.
Pay cash for all your purchases after the 15th. And we just want to say a big thanks to Mike and wish him and his family all the best.
And so does the Appellation and
same
everyone
here.
involved here.
Same here. From all our friends here at the Appellation, again, to all the crew, people that worked at Hungry Hollow, we're part of that whole history. Right on.
It's a part of our town. These are town people, and we're town people.
And it's embedded in video.
Yeah, exactly.
And I had to eat the Big Daddy burger on TV.
I have a hard time. I have to have a nap halfway through now.
Yeah.
Big Daddy burger. That's what happens when you get off my lawn when you start getting older. But let's get on with the news, I guess. Life goes on. But Mike, you will be missed. Halton police are investigating after Halton Hills construction site vandalized and $30,000 piece of construction equipment stolen. Sorry, I have some Appalachian fries stuck in my teeth. I've got my dog's teeth in again. I'm sorry about that. I couldn't find mine on the way out. He came over. But at some point between Thursday, March the 31st, and Saturday, April the 2nd, suspects approached a construction site on Winston Churchill Boulevard, south of Wanless, and stole a skid steer. And this is according to police.
Wow, holy smokes, that's
the intruders also vandalized a portable office trailer at the site. Suspects reportedly got inside the trailer, damaged the wall panels, ripped out electrical wiring and fixtures. Why would you do that?
Yeah.
Steal something and go. Why would you stay?
Senseless vandalism.
The outside of the office, police said, was covered in tool marks and dents. $5,000 worth of damage done to the trailer. No suspect descriptions are available. No arrests have been made. If you have any information at all, contact Halton Police 905-825-4747, Crime Stoppers 1-800-222-TIPS, or HaltonCrimeStoppers.ca, and let's get that one solved.
That sounds almost as much as vandalism as it is a theft.
Why would you? Yeah, okay, and look what they stole.
I know. A skid steer. That's no easy feat.
No, you're not going to be walking. No, that's just unreal.
You're not walking out of somebody's house with a TV in your hand. This is a skid steer. Oh my God. Halton police busy this week pulled over a vehicle in which police allege the driver provided artificial identification, and at that point police charged the man with obstruction of police and failure to comply with an undertaking, whatever that means. Upon further investigation, a large amount of financial documentation that was suspected to be stolen or fraudulently obtained anyway was also seized. Police allege the accused was obtaining victims' personal information and identification through theft of mail.
That was my mail. Remember downtown Georgetown?
Oh, I remember when that happened.
Remember when I said that somebody was stealing my mail? It's this bugger here.
This guy's stealing your mail.
He's trying to be me.
Poor bastard.
Oh, I feel sorry for him.
On March 30th, the man was arrested again and a search warrant executed at his home. And police seized documentation belonging to roughly 500 victims.
I'm one of them.
Yeah.
Everyone downtown was. I think he stole mail off from Durham Street there.
He got 25 government-issued IDs.
I think.
This is crazy.
If it's the same guy.
50 debit cards, various electronics believed to be used in the commission of an offense, bear spray, 20 oxycodone pills, and $2,000 cash. In total, the 31-year-old Georgetown man is charged with obstruction and all kinds of other charges. The list is just absolutely crazy, all from a traffic stop.
I'm wondering if that was a traffic stop on Mountain View there, where there was about 100 police officers right by the bridge.
I would probably go with that one, yeah.
Might not
because
be, but
they find drugs and stuff like that. Now it just becomes a whole investigation, right? Detectives are brought in.
Yeah.
And, it just becomes. I've been watching a lot of crime shows lately.
But that's the night when you're not drumming, of course. I mean, this guy, he drums every other night, I think, for a different band. This guy just
he does
floats
it in his
around.
sleep too.
Yeah, I know.
4 to 5 nights a week.
I've never seen him so happy as he is right now. He's really happy.
I'm glad to be playing my music, man. Yeah.
And we're wearing our FM 108.
Yeah, I know, eh?
Today.
It's rubbing my nipple, though.
It is. Yes.
It's touching my nipple.
FM108.ca has
a bra you can use.
Yeah. So do I. Now we won't get into that right now. But
We're not boring. We are not boring.
we don't want to be boring. And I thought we would do the news naked, but then I thought again, no, we better
Yeah,
not.
no, nobody needs to see that. Especially, I got a new sensor on too.
Yeah.
Like, it looks so stupid. This thing. I have
Yeah.
a new thing for my diabetes.
And then we'd have to bring in the Febreze, of course, and just never mind. But
Yeah, let's
you know,
not
I mean,
go.
it's,
Let's not go there.
But if you think what we're doing is boring, let us know what you want us to do. We could have jugglers behind us. Clowns.
We get Tyler Fergus back in,
Yeah,
doing
we
some
get him.
magic, and
Doing some magic.
we're looking at Vivian Hicks, local girl. She's been on American Idol. She's been on Canadian Got Talent. She's got some great tunes out. She's a local girl. We're going to have her coming on the show in the next couple of weeks as well. So some cool guests coming up.
And you got to remember, we're coming out of COVID, and people are still kind of locked in.
They're wary.
And
They're wary. You know, this is an establishment that is mask free. So some people don't want to. I saw a few people coming in with
we
masks.
should start going after people in the community that have done special things over the last year and get them on too.
Sure. Like our
no problem.
Olympians.
Yeah.
All our Olympians. We want to hear from you guys. If you're watching this or somebody knows them, get us in touch with them. We'd love to. We'd love to have Sarah on, from the Canadian hockey team.
If you have a beef, if you're a citizen of Halton Hills and you want to get something off your chest,
is there a phone number out there I can give them? Oh, there we go. Call those guys.
Those guys over there, yeah.
If you got a beef, call those guys over there.
But if you do, if you want to say, you're upset at things, or if you want to praise something, if you want to promote
a cool
something,
story. You got a cool story. We'd love to have that.
you're a part of this community, and that's what this show is all about. It's not always about him and I eating fries and gravy and Mom's spit over there. It's about the entire community and the people sitting behind us, of course, at the Appalachian. Nice full bar today, I think. Or a couple of people went to the bathroom, but it's nice to have the backdrop here, don't you think? I love the backdrop.
Leah says the lighting's amazing, so I got to take her word for
It
it.
is. The only problem is it's lighting you and I up, and whatever. All right, the town of Halton Hills. Now, this is a big plan for the. She's crawling under the.
People, if you could only see what I just saw.
That was disgusting, but never mind. We'll move on. The town of Halton Hills is now accepting applications for al fresco in the hills, of course. Right?
Yes, this is what we're talking about.
There's
Yeah.
our patio right here.
There's our al fresco.
The outdoor dining initiative designed to support local restaurants, bars, and other food and drink establishments. For the past couple of years, the town has offered the al fresco in the hills program to help support the recovery and resiliency efforts of local restaurants throughout this horrible mess we've just lived through, called the pandemic. And this is according to Mayor Rick Bennett. And we are pleased once again to offer the popular program, and he encourages everyone to show their support for the community and local businesses by getting out on the patio.
Great idea, man. I
And
love it.
Manny is very excited about
Yeah.
our patio here.
Song, isn't it? Patio Lanterns?
Patio Lanterns by
Patio
Kim Mitchell.
lantern.
I applied for that job, and he got it.
Yeah, I know.
Q107.
Yeah.
Wonder why he got it and I didn't.
That's like I went in for a third callback on taking Andy Frost's job for the Toronto Maple Leafs and announcing it.
Oh, yeah?
I got called in for a third callback. Have you heard the guy they have?
No.
He's terrible.
I know.
Sorry, buddy. Sorry, man.
But we
I know I met you and everything, but he's no.
But we compare everybody to Barks, who's the best of them all, right? Bruce
No,
Barks.
I'd go up against Bruce.
Yeah.
I would. I'd go up against
He's
Bruce
got
on that
that
one.
big billowing
Oh yeah,
voice.
baby, you gotta have that booming voice.
Al Fresco in the Hills initially launched, I guess it was a couple of summers ago, to provide new and additional seating opportunities at food and drink establishments.
Did it actually launch? I guess in 2020. I guess.
Yeah, a couple of years ago now.
Wow.
And it's been successful. I mean,
Hey, it's a great idea. Like you said, Manny's here. Symposium's got a nice one.
You got to remember the town are not throwing any extra. You're not giving any extra money to the town for the space you're using.
That's right. Yeah.
It's free.
Yeah.
Go and use it, because
And maybe we'll do one of these out there.
why
it's
not?
weather, you know.
Why not? Why not? We got the garage coming up too. Lee's garage.
Garage
is
coming back.
And but anyway,
Everybody is driving me crazy right now.
Now, to wrap up the al fresco piece, food and drink establishments that are interested in applying, learning more about the program requirements, or operating a patio beyond 2022, go to investhaltonhills.com, check it all out. You'll find out all the information there, what you have to do, which isn't much.
No, from what I understand, it's quite straightforward.
Just let the town know you're going to do it, I guess.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
the town is always helpful with
Well, like
things
you say,
that.
you've got the George, you got Symposium, you got here with these nice, decent-sized patios. It just gives people a nice chance to sit outside, enjoy the vitamin D.
We got to save some of these for the second show, eh?
No, we'll just tell them bring us another one. They get lots of free advertising. I think they can afford a plate of fries. Because I noticed they're getting smaller.
Oh.
The amount of fries on the plate are getting less.
Did you hear that, Manny?
Hear that?
Did you hear that, Manny? Manny?
We used to get a big mound.
I love the
Something going on there.
the gravy.
Well, that's it.
It's the combination.
I know. It's just when I think of fries and gravy, and then Manny's wife put a picture of fish and chips up there on Facebook today, and it was like I'm salivating looking at this halibut and chips. Oh, I love food.
And once again, next weekend, that's their special for the
Fish
Easter
fry.
weekend, is beer battered fish and chips.
Right on. Sounds good to me. Easter.
Halton Region is reporting a new COVID-19 outbreak in Halton Hills back on Wednesday. The outbreak at a congregate living space was declared on April 4th and is being watched by public health in an effort to manage the spread. Unless there's a border to public safety risk or whatever, there's no contact tracing going on. Generally doesn't reveal names and addresses a certain place with outbreaks anyway. So it's funny to see. You see the health ministers coming on and the health advisors and all of that with all these numbers going up. We're seeing COVID numbers going up, spikes and whatnot. And I have a very close personal friend that she contacted COVID on Monday, still has it as of today. And I have not been anywhere near her, so that's not an issue. I've been nowhere near her, so that's not a problem. But we're hearing more and more pieces. My lead singer from my band, my one band Tin Roof, she contracted COVID. So a lot of people are getting it. It's so funny to see the health officials so lackadaisical, going, oh well, now we have to live with it, and then we just got to carry on. Whereas not even 6 months ago, they were putting the fear of God into people. It was just the worst thing ever, and it was so to see the variation in how their attitude has changed so much that yes, we have to live with this. People are going to get it. You're going to go through it. You're going to go through it. Some are going to live. Some are going to die. That's the way it is. Am I wrong though in that assessment? Like,
I haven't had a cold in 2 years, just because I was wearing my mask, I guess. I don't know.
and two, you haven't been out socializing. You don't go. You know what I mean?
Never did.
No, but you think about going to the grocery store now. You think about going to the bank. You think about going, you know what I mean? And maybe not socializing, but still going out in society. You would always think about how you were going to do that. And if I'm going to go do my groceries, my banking, everything all in one shot, go home, wash my hands, and I don't go out for another week. Whereas before, you would just go to the grocery store willy-nilly, and you wouldn't think of it.
Yeah.
So it became that lifestyle for a lot of people, right?
I think it's made everybody, even myself, more phobic about things.
Sure, that's a good word for it,
Make
too.
sure that
Absolutely.
you clean your surfaces and.
Well, and a lot of people now have hand sanitizer. People used to always. I used to just have it in the little ones in my purse, anyways. But now they have like bottles in their car, right?
I've got probably three tubes in my car. Like
I have one.
Got to be careful with hand sanitizer when you're wiping it on your face.
Oh, yeah.
It's when you get it in your nose,
put it in my
it'll
face.
clear your sinuses.
Oh,
in
right up.
seconds.
Right
It's
up.
like okay.
The job I used to work in, I used to have to keep Vicks under my nose. Because
I
the
love
smell.
the smell of Vicks.
Yeah,
I love the smell of Vicks. It makes me feel sick.
It doesn't last long.
Under
enough
a
all the time.
comforter, you know what I mean?
Oh, you do. You got to keep doing it. You got to keep putting it. Well, I wasn't too bad because I got a mustache, so I could just coat my mustache in it.
I always think of having a cold when I smell it, but I like the smell. Isn't that weird?
Well, it's kind of like liking the smell of gasoline.
Yeah.
People like the smell of gasoline.
Do they
I
really?
like the Tiger Bomb.
Oh yeah.
Those black pens, those pens that you write with. Some people sniff those.
The best was when you got the photocopy ditto machines. And you get them in school and you'd smell that fresh ink coming off the
Oh, that's not
paper.
my thing.
And the teacher would catch you. What are you doing, Horton?
I grew up in a house full of chemicals, so
All right. Now,
not chemical drugs, chemicals.
so I'm going to leave my mask on for a while. If I'm in a closed space in here, no. But if I'm in a car or something, I'll leave it on. All 6 wastewater sites in Halton are showing an increase, by the way. We're in the presence of COVID-19. Last week, just one site in Georgetown was showing an increase, while the Oakville Southeast site was showing a decrease. So it's up and down, but each wastewater treatment is sampled multiple times per week to determine the amount of COVID-19 virus.
How boring are we?
See, we're not boring. Wait till I dance in a moment. COVID-19 virus presents a problem for all of us that we have to live with forever, I think.
That's what we're talking about, right?
Like you were just saying, like it's not going away.
It's not going away.
Maybe not in our lifetime.
Borders are opened up. People are traveling. People are touching and doing and breathing and sneezing and wheezing, and it's not going anywhere. You know, and to me, I don't care whether you get vaccinated or not. I really don't. It really doesn't matter to me one tiny little bit. Now, I do have a story here that you guys are probably going to want to hear, and you guys are really going to want to hear. A very good friend of mine, 2 very good friends of mine, as a matter of fact, that work in emergency departments. I've spoken extensively with these people, and one of them, her daughter got tested on the Tuesday, tested positive for COVID. So she went and tested herself on Wednesday. She works at an emergency room. Tested positive, called her employer at the hospital and said, I have tested positive for COVID. And they said, I don't care, you are coming in for your shift.
Oh, wow.
So, I spoke with another friend of mine who's an emergency room nurse as well at a very relatively local hospital, and she's very high up in this department, as a matter of fact. And she reiterated the exact same story to me, that this is what is going on, that it doesn't matter whether these hospital staff have COVID or not. They're being told they have to come into work to do their shift because they're so short-staffed at the hospitals that they need the people in there. So
That's sad.
when you think of that whole story, it is so many elements of sadness in there that you look at and go, what? So yes, this is what is going on right now at all of our hospitals around Ontario. So everybody, like I said, it doesn't matter whether you're vaccinated or not. Everybody is going to eventually get COVID somewhere down the line. Whether you are asymptomatic or whether you are sick as hell, it's a crapshoot. People don't know how it's going to affect everybody. And people you are working with, or people you are getting served by, or people that you are getting saved by, could very well have COVID while they're saving you. So
It's a sad situation, and you know, the real heroes of this whole COVID thing have been the medical industry.
my
And
two
the
friends,
nurses.
I was on the fence back and forth going over this last year with COVID and the health care problem that's been going on, especially with nurses. I give nurses way more respect than I do any other physician out there. Nurses are our golden childs of guardian
They're
angels.
the ones that do the work.
Guardian angels out there. And I've seen what these two very close personal friends of mine have gone through over this last year, and I praise them. I hug them when I can, just to say thank you for doing what you're doing. You are, in my opinion, you are in that front line. You are the guys that are at the Ukraine border with Russian troops coming at you, and you're going at them. You know, to me, that is where I see them, and thank you for all your service. Like
all over the world,
worldwide. It's not just here; it's everywhere.
I have several nurse friends, so I know what you're talking about. And I haven't heard that, but that's a shocker, Lee. That's a shocker.
That's very true story, and I can back this story up, no problem. And I've heard it from others too, as well, through the rumor mill. So this is not something that is fake news.
Now, you might want to know what's going on in the schools if you don't have kids.
Like we don't.
We did, but they're
I got one
long
still
grown
at school.
up. But the Halton District School Board continuing to support a student's choice to wear a mask. They have a choice at school. And the issues surfaced at the April 6th meeting of the board when several trustees suggested that staff mount a marketing campaign within schools to encourage masking during the time of soaring COVID-19 cases. There is no discussion at the provincial level nor the local public level of return to masking mandates in schools, and therefore no guideline changes at the board, said Superintendent of Education Terry Blackwell. And some students are scared of not necessarily getting COVID, but being shut down into a remote learning situation again,
right?
Which is not fun for kids.
Yeah,
it's not.
That's a good point. Actually, I hadn't even thought of that aspect of it too. Right?
They don't want to be locked down.
That's Liz from Coronation Street. Lives here now.
We're not making fun of you, Shell. We love you very much.
Oh, I love Shell. I love bugging her. I called her Liz from Coronation Street.
But there's just so much truth to that story. You know, it was funny when I was going down HHOL North the other day, and the kids were all coming out. You know, it was like 11:30, quarter to 12, right? And you'd see a pack of like 5 kids. 3 would have masks on and 2 wouldn't. Yeah. Or then 1 wouldn't and all 4 would. Or it was neat. It was kind of interesting to see.
What I find interesting are people that walk around with masks on. What's the point on that?
I think they forget. They forget it. They forget they have it.
Many. It's not just the odd one. It's like.
What's the point of that?
Again, it's the same people driving a car by themselves with a mask on.
I guess you forget you have it on.
It's got to be.
Sometimes I do.
It has to be.
Well, they just can't be bothered to take it off and put it back on.
Now, to all my glasses friends, here's the biggest one. Everybody, no. I'll give you the biggest beef I have with a mask is, yeah, your lenses fog up, whatever. When you go to take it off, it hooks the bloody glasses. I broke a pair of glasses because of a mask. So, yeah, and a very expensive pair of glasses because it had hooked, and you pull it and it grabs the glasses. Next thing you know, the one time it was my Bluetooth went flying out the window. Well, I was on the phone with the boss.
Flying out the window.
Oh yeah, I'm on the phone with Sonia in Toronto, and the Bluetooth goes flying out the window as I'm driving down the road. I'm thinking to myself, I hate these masks. I really, fogging lenses you can, just get away with, but that. So anybody who has glasses, leave me a message on the video. I want to hear.
Actually, driving with glasses on whilst you have a mask on, fogging up your glasses is not healthy.
You might as well be drunk.
Can't see.
You might as well be drunk. Seriously, you're impairing your vision.
Of course you are. You got hole in your eyeballs. You can't see where you're going. And but I don't wear glasses yet. I'm amazed.
Yeah, you're fortunate, man. You're really fortunate.
But when I wear my sunglasses or whatever,
it's raining,
and it's raining outside.
Jesus, we've had everything today. We've had snow today. We had a little bit of hail up in Acton, anyway.
Now, if you're wondering what's going on with the Raiders, we're in the playoffs. We're playing Milton first round next week.
Yep.
Get her done.
I wasn't printing that one-line piece of thing.
They lost to Collingwood 6-3, but
they were already in.
So. Yeah, we're already in, and we're missing a few players. But we're getting ready for Milton, the Milton Menace against the Raiders, first round of the OJ.
That's going to be a good round, actually, I think.
It is, yeah.
It is.
I'm surprised the Oakville Blades aren't in there this year.
I know. That was when you said that last week, I was still quite surprised by that. So, the town of Halton Hills launched its retrofit Halton Hills pilot program. As part of the program, the town will provide interest-free loans to fund retrofit projects that help homeowners save on energy costs, improve the comfort and safety of their homes, while reducing the impact on the environment. Homeowners approved for the pilot can use funding to pay for measures such as air sealing, insulation improvements, new heating equipment, solar panels, and a lot of other cool things. That looks so cool looking out that window. The retrofit Halton Hills pilot program will help up to 20 homeowners implement home energy retrofits. Residents would pay back the loans through their tax bills, and under the local improvement changes program, which stipulates the loan payments are the responsibility of the property owner regardless if the property changes hands. The retrofit pilot will help the town evaluate the interest, required structure, and process for future widespread adoption of homeowners and local contractors. So, yeah, it's very cool. It's very neat.
Bouncing rain.
Well, I think it's a bit of hail.
It's hail coming.
It's hail.
That's what I said, it's bouncing rain.
Yeah. So yeah, if you want to apply for the retrofit program, go to the Halton Hills website at haltonhills.ca, and just something they're doing 20 people this year, so you might want to get your application in really quick.
Yeah, because that's been going for about a week or two now.
Yeah. So
I
you
saw Leah posted it on Facebook too.
Yeah.
So, but
I got a ding 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 from the town.
Right.
So I guess that's a wrap for another week of that's kind of a slow week in Halton Hills this week. Not much going on.
Yeah, it's been pretty quiet, and that's a good thing in a lot of ways. So we don't want to bring you a ton of bad news.
No,
really don't.
Usually it's the bad news that we deliver.
And like I said, if you got a really cool story, we want to send it to us. We want to hear it.
Sure. Put it up on if you got something that really is bothering you, go on our Facebook and let us know, and we'll relay the message.
Absolutely. We've had some comments in the last little while, and all of it's constructive criticism. We take it all with pleasure, and just let us know. We're here. This is a community show, and it's about our community and bringing everything home.
And we're going to have a naked piano player next week with a polyester tie on, and he'll be playing naked tunes behind us on the piano. And we'll have some clowns coming in. Matter of fact,
jugglers.
Yes, some jugglers. And
now, can they be scary clowns? Can we get scary clowns?
Yeah, we'll get
scary clowns.
And we'll talk to the balloon shop, and we'll get the clowns.
Actually, we should get the Easter Bunny in.
Easter Bunny?
Let's see if we can get the Easter Bunny in next week.
We can. That can be arranged.
Make some calls.
And
you got connections.
Yes, I do. When it comes to
barbecue,
yeah, the pig from Hungry Hollow. We should get him here to say goodbye.
Barbecue used to go to all of our fundraisers and stuff a lot of times for when we had the bike program. So maybe we should see if barbecue could come out for one last event.
There you go, Mike.
The last time I was with barbecue was at the McGibbon. I can't remember much about that night. We had fun at that table.
And you had a good time.
Yes. Foster the Moose was there too. It was a very interesting night.
I bet. The moose and the pig.
Oh, God.
Sounds a little bit like a WKRP episode to me.
Hey, you remember that one with Herb Tarlick in the bathroom?
In the bathroom?
I'm a carp. You're a what?
Yeah.
KRP, carp. Anyway, we're showing our age again, Lee.
Yes, we are. So, once again, we want to thank Max Tires.
Max Tires, 905-873-9255. Get your. There's
Miss Tam.
Miss Tammy is here.
Miss Shy Tammy.
Shy Tammy, yeah, but she's the staff is great here. They really are. All right, 905-873-9255. We suggest you get your tires on now. Get your summer tires on. And they're at 61 Guelph Street in Georgetown.
Right by the high school. Nice and easy to get to.
Crossman Church.
We are always right now on location until we open up Lee's Garage. Looking around May 2-4 for that. But right now, live, or not live, but on location at the Appalachian Public Drink House, 68 Main Street North in Georgetown. Great place to come see live music. It is the little room that rocks, as we have titled it now. And you can give them a call at 905-877-9888. But I recommend just come down, order your food, sit down and watch some great tunes. They got a great show coming up. If this is posted on the Saturday, it'll be Saturday night. It's Hell's Bells, but it's sold out. They've got a great comedy show coming up. Lots of great bands playing here, including Tin Roof and Crazy Chester, my 2 bands. And yeah, we're looking forward to it and a lot of fun. And like I said, next week, stay tuned because they're going to have a battered fish and chip Easter.
Right on.
Easter dinner.
Sounds good to me.
Big Daddy Russ Horton, I'm Lee Lakin for Leah Lywood. I want to thank you all for tuning in and watching our videos every week. We hope we made it a little bit more entertaining.
Community is driven by community. You navigate and we drive.
Have a great weekend, everybody. Be safe out there and keep it locked on to Halton Hills Online.
My foot has gone to sleep.